Gaffer, 3-1 win today away at Hungerford in the Cup. How are you feeling after that one?
Relieved. I think this is a really tricky tie for us. It's a very tough place to come against a team that don't concede many goals. Yeah, they're on a little bit of a bad run at the minute, but they're very well organised. You know, they give absolutely everything for Danny, and you could see that today. It was a really tough encounter. There wasn't much in terms of quality on show. I think that the best bits of play probably come from us a lot of the time. And as I say, the boys showed tremendous character to come back from 1-0 down, and then obviously to win 3-1 and to be into the next round is something to be firstly thankful for, and also very happy with, because you know the attendances have been down at the moment, so any extra coffers that are coming in is more than welcome.
And it wasn't easy in that first half, was it, defending against the slope? But the boys stood firm and overall managed to get into the next round.
Yeah, like I said, it's a very difficult place. The grass was long, it wasn't conducive to the way we like to play football. We should have played a little bit more. I think that at times we got caught into going too long and resulted to, up and back, and it become a kind of a tennis match at times. Once we did manage to get our foot down on the ball and be able to move it around, we got some joy, especially down the sides. As I say, the name of today was just to get through. It doesn't matter if the performance has to be magnificent or the performance is horrendous. The whole point of it was just to get through. And those boys, I gave them a rollicking at half time. I think we took too many backward steps, and that's not what we're about. I think we lost a lot of physical duels in it. We kind of come out second best, and there was a few times where it didn't represent me. A couple of tackles where the lads were dangling their foot in there. It's a full-blooded encounter. This is the FA Cup. You've got to put your foot in where it hurts and match what's in front of you. So, as I say, I think we saw that second half. I think we were dominant throughout. Obviously, I know they've had a penalty and Brand saved it. How he's given a penalty and not given the one against Morgs, I don't know. But as I say, listen, we're through, and I'm not going to make any moans and complaints about it.
And you mentioned just there getting joy down the sides. It was another goal for Owen today to make it 2 in 2 games down the left-hand side. He's starting to get into great form, isn't he?
I think he's been in great form throughout. I think the 2 games really where we've lacked 3 games when you count Blythe, Brackley and Curzon, where that was predicative of, I think, everyone not being at it. It wasn't just O. He's got fantastic attributes. He's got a great engine. He's got a lovely left foot. He needs to refine stuff at times. He knows that. And he's a project that we're working with, along with a number of the lads. So I thought Sean Spence and Matt Boos again in midfield were excellent. Tommy played centre half as the middle of the 3, and he looked like he could probably prolong another 5 years on his career on it. But as I said, I think there's some top performances. Not a day for total football, but a day for seeing what we've got some men. And second half we did have that.
And obviously Trey put us in front shortly after Brandon Hall saved the penalty, and then we had Kieran wrap it all up at the end with a pretty cool and composed finish. It's great to see Trey and Kieran on the score sheet. Yeah,
I think Trey's got a lot of work to do. We know that. He knows that. We're working with him daily to get him used to the way we want to play. There's something in there. I really do believe it. I see it. He's a good size. He's athletic. He needs to retain the ball a little bit more, needs to retain it better, but he knows that, and we're working with it constantly whenever we're doing sessions. He took his goal really well. As I say, he's got 3 now, and we've also got Kieran off the mark as well, which is really good. And obviously the inclusion of Matty's probably 85% of the minute. We're wheeling him out. He had a plaster cast on his knee. As I say, he's still got a lot of work to do in terms of his road to recovery, as of the rest of the boys have, because they are big misses. And I think any squad in our league, or in the National South, or you miss 6 really top players, you're going to feel it. But all credit to these boys, the way they've bounced back after a disappointing game against Curzon, and to result in the other night, Tuesday night, where I thought we were fantastic and mixed up both aspects of our game, and then obviously to come in to today, and like I said, a very tough day and a very tough pitch, with a very tough atmosphere to go and work in, and they proved they've got the mettle, and I'm basically buzzing for them really. They need that as well. It gives them a good confidence boost.
And the travelling supporters were doing their best to cheer the team on. Noisy throughout the game. They were excellent today, weren't they?
Yeah, our away fans are always excellent. even if it's 2 or 3 are making their way up there. We had a good number behind the goal, and I'm delighted for them. And listen, I know performances, I keep going back to it, but we're better off now than what we were last year. Let me put that out there. There seems to be a collective around this space, like an atmosphere, a toxic atmosphere, and I don't know what it is. How do we generate? I don't know. Do we need more bodies in the gate? Yes, of course we do. But these boys are giving absolutely everything. This isn't a team that shirks anything anymore. And yes, we are going to have lacklustre performances. We're a young group, and they need to find consistency. The older ones are trying their hardest to keep them going. But like I said, if you look at that team today with any real experience of this level and the levels above, you've got Brandon, you've got obviously Leds, and then you've got Tommy O'Sullivan with any real age about them. So the rest are young men trying to learn their trade, and we are going to get in different spells. But what I would ask is keep backing them. Have a go at me. I don't care. I can take it. I've had years and years and years of it. But keep backing these boys, because you can see today that the amount of noise that they generated, the atmosphere. There was no atmosphere from the home fans today. Our fans generated the atmosphere, and our boys rose to it, especially second half. And as I say, if we can get that going, and like we said, towards the back end of the last year, where we really had the place going, if we can create that sort of environment again, and I know we've got to win games of football, I know. And we will do, we will endeavour to try. It's not like we go out every game trying to draw games or trying to lose games. We go out to win every single game, home or away, it doesn't matter. But as I say, absolutely delighted for them as well. We'll get into the next round of the cup. Hopefully we get home and can make the chairman happy.